Hello, family. It's Reina here again with another tip. I have been asked, how do I make this amazing tofu scramble? Yep, you heard it right. Tofu scramble that looks and tastes like some eggs. I'm just saying, I got veganism going on with some soul here. So here I have firm tofu. This is organic tofu, and I just get it at Trader Joe's. And I just kind of cut it out. You got to drain it because it's got a lot of water on it. And because it has a lot of water, you want to drink. So I put it in a towel to help me press out. It's got tons of water in here. So I just want to press it. Squeeze the sides. I can feel water coming out. Yeah, lots of water. You see how wet this is? Yeah, they soak it and pack it in water so it doesn't dry out. And so I just squeeze it until I can get majority of that water out. Just getting it. You don't want to squeeze it too hard because it will break apart. And then after I do the initial squeeze, I then take a piece of paper towel and I wrap it up like this. And then I just squeeze again. Just trust me, water's gonna come out. Now there are actually tofu presses that you can go and buy in the Asian markets. They're there to, or you can take 2 books and put it between and squeeze. I just think this is the quickest, easiest way to do it. And this works for me. All right, so I'm gonna keep squeezing this for a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got most of this water out. And you may just want to let it sit for a little bit and just let that paper towel absorb. Now remember, I use that towel, regular dish towel, and was not able to get all the water out. But this paper towel is wet, okay? So here I have my dried out tofu. And also with this, when you dry it out like this, you can take it and pull it apart like this, make pieces like this, and freeze it. And believe it or not, these guys become chunks for chicken. Yeah, you season it just like you want to season your chicken. So I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to just take this and break it on down. Because what you're doing here, you're going to start to make the form of what eggs would look like, right? I know you're like, that ain't gonna taste like no eggs. And now what I do with this is I'll make it and I'll keep it in the fridge for a couple days and I can have leftovers. I'll have me a piece of sausage. Oh man, this is some good eating. I'm going to show you what I do in a little bit with the veggies that I put in here. So you can put anything in here to season it. You could actually have it plain and just put salt and pepper and then some turmeric. What I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to saute some onions and some bell pepper. Now remember I told you guys, cut up your stuff ahead of time and put it in the shelf, put it in the refrigerator. And then that way when it's time to cook something, it's not that much effort to do, because when I have this already chopped up, I'm going to cook something healthy a lot quicker. Then I have here some chopped up jalapenos that I'll be adding to my scramble as well. I'm going to be using some garlic powder, never garlic salt, garlic powder, so you can control the salt intake. Onion powder. I have my grapeseed oil. I like a light oil, safflower oil. No olive oil, because olive oil has a strong taste, but the grapeseed oil is very, very light. So whatever light oil you may have around. Additional seasonings that you may want to add, but I won't be adding, but you could add some red pepper flakes. But remember, I'm adding fresh jalapenos. You could add some Cajun seasoning. And what I usually do, if I need a little bit of salt, I'll put that salt at the end. But let me give you the secret to tofu scramble if you didn't know. Ta-da! Turmeric. That's right, folks. Turmeric is gonna make this stuff look like eggs. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the stove and I'll pull you back in a minute. So I got my jalapenos in here, softening them up a little bit, which is pretty darn cool. And you know, if you want seasoned oil with your veggies and you don't want it to be too hot, I can take these jalapenos and put them in the oil and then take the jalapenos out and then use the oil to saute things or fry things, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put some my bell pepper in here. And this is bell pepper to taste, you know, however much you want. I really like my bell pepper. And then I'm going to put some onions in here. I love onions too. I love my onions. And it also makes your tofu taste really, really good. Alright, so I'm going to get these veggies all fried up here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got these veggies going real good. I like a little brown on mine, you know, make sure they're nice and soft. Alright, so now I take my tofu, put it in here. So I'm mix with all this goodness. This is such a quick, easy process. And you know, if you went to a vegetarian place, you gotta pay big bucks for this stuff. You know, I think this cost me what, $1.99, $1.59, or something like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to let this brown up because it will start to brown, and I will come back and show you how I season it. While I'm waiting on the tofu to brown up, I'm going to go ahead, and you see these guys right here? Italian sausage by Tofurky. Amazing stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and fry up one of these, so that by the time my tofu is ready, I'm going to be ready to eat me breakfast. Alright. Okay, so here's the halfway point. And I don't want you guys to think that, oh, it's almost ready, because no, it's not. Tofu is very wet, and I shared that with you earlier. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to dry this tofu out. I mean, really dry it out. I don't like runny eggs, and I don't like runny tofu. So it's the same for me. If you like your eggs a little soft, then that's how you need to make your tofu. So let's go ahead. I'm going to let this brown up some more, and be right back. Okay, so now take a look at it. You see where you got this kind of browned a little bit? Looks pretty good. This is where I want to put in my seasoning. So I'm going to put in some garlic powder. I love garlic. I will put in a little bit of onion salt. Even though I have onions, I like to enhance the flavor. And get it all mixed in here. Oh boy, this is going to be some good eating. Now, you see how this looks? I mean, this is good right here. It tastes good right now. But it's all about the look. And I told you about that turmeric, right? So you put you some turmeric in here and watch and see what happens. It's turning yellow. Oh my gosh, I think I got some scrambled eggs. You see this? You see how this is cooking up? Yay! Now you see why I call it a tofu scramble. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook a little bit. Get that turmeric. Oh, I wish you could smell this. This smells so good. So I'm going to let this cook up a little bit more, and then I'm going to plate it and show you what I've got. Okay, family, I just finished up with my meal. I'm telling you, I got tofu scramble right here. Real easy to make. I got me some of those sausages that I was telling you that come out like hot links. And I got me a tortilla here, which is a ghost pepper tortilla. Yep, you heard me right, ghost pepper tortilla. So anyway, and I got me some fresh squeezed orange juice. So I'm getting ready to do this.